Minister of National Security Stuart Young assures that the Elections and Boundaries Commission is not involved in the proposed registration of Venezuelan nationals in Trinidad and Tobago. Minister Young and heads of the Defense Force and Police Service, alongside Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland, Dr. Lovell Francis, launched the Moruga Anti-crime Initiative on Tuesday. The minister highlighted the fact that the Moruga coastline in the recent past allowed easy access to illegal immigrants, illegal arms and ammunition, narcotics and smuggled animals from Venezuela. He reiterated the first step in arresting the issue of illegal immigrants from Venezuela is a registration process.
My cabinet colleagues to approve in the first instance the registering of all Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago, whether here legally or illegally. The Election and Boundaries Commission is not going to be playing any part in that exercise whatsoever.
And he made it clear that the EBC is not a part of the proposed process.
Working along with immigration, we're going to design identification cards. These are not the EBC national ID cards. So any attempt to try and confuse the two is very irresponsible. I call it dog whistling, and it is not going to be tolerated. So for the record and in fact checking, I will state here categorically that the EBC are not going to be involved in this process.
Minister Young said the registration process will also be used to quantify statistics on the number of Venezuelans currently in Trinidad and Tobago. The Venezuelan nationals will have a stipulated deadline to be registered, after which anyone found in the country illegally will be dealt with according to the law.
Driver's permits, and working along maybe with the Ministry of Works to see how they do the registration process. We're going to declare a certain period of time for all Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago to come to certain offices, certain places. I'm looking at all of the various options that we have, and they will come and register, walk with whatever form of identification they have, of their own national IDs, passports, anything they have.
And the Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, says it continues to exercise its mandate to register persons so qualified in accordance with the rules of the Representation of the People Act, Chapter 201. In a media release, the EBC said it has not been approached to consider the establishment and maintenance of a register of Venezuelans. It said the establishment and subsequent maintenance of any such register by the EBC will require an amendment to the legislation which governs its operations. On February 14th, a delegation from the United National Congress, UNC, met with representatives of the EBC, and they raised the issue of the registration of Venezuelans to vote in the upcoming elections. The EBC says at that meeting it was clearly stated that the EBC has no authority or power to register anyone who by law does not qualify to be an elector.